Hey guys, version 3.0 just released in China and I want to get some additional information out about it. And we're gonna start off by taking a look at the Euphoria updates one more time and talk about them just real quick one more time. Because we have confirmed information and more stuff. So yeah, this Drubis update, if you would read it, it would be completely ass, right? As we figured in my previous video. And that remains more true than we initially thought. Because, yeah, there were speculations as to how much damage will these fire sprouts actually do. Maybe they do really high amounts of damage, and this Euphoria update could become viable through that. Or we had speculations about the new character Charon that will come out, because if you take a look at this picture right here, then you will see there are red flowers that could be interpreted as being fire sprouts, and when he releases he will have very great synergy with this Drubis Euphoria due to these fire sprouts. And the answer to this, will this Euphoria become viable through something, is no, it won't. It is in fact so weak, the damage is way too low on these fire sprouts. The way she supports plant afflatus type characters is not enough. The plant afflatus as a whole doesn't do too hot at the moment. If you play plant, you play poison and nothing else, you know. That is a very big problem, and Drubis doesn't fit into the poison team. And even if the new character Charon drops and he really would have a lot of synergy with the fire sprouts and he would make them a lot better, there's no way it would ever be enough, because these fire sprouts on Drubis right now are so weak. They would need so much help. Yeah, no, it would be unrealistic to think that Charon would boost them in such a tremendous way. It's not gonna happen. Now, of course, if you wanna sniff some serious hopium here, then you could say, hey, these fire sprouts, this mechanic will become, let's call it Impromptu 2.0, where, you know, with Impromptu, if you look at these individual characters, then yeah, they are not exactly crushing it. But if you put them all together and you play a whole team that all synergizes around this Impromptu mechanic, then this evolves into an incredibly good team and is very high in the meta, you know. You could go the same way here with fire sprouts. Like, yeah, of course, if we look at Drubis, that's pretty ass. But if we have a full team surrounding the mechanic of fire sprouts, it would actually go nuts, you know. But yeah, that is speculation, and again, this would be sniffing hopium, and this would be very far in the future if it will ever happen in the first place, you know. So how good is this Drubis Euphoria update? It's complete unplayable trash, and you would have to skip that. Then moving on to Gaton, yeah, this is exactly what I said. Every single word I said about Gaton is 100% proven to be true. He will become meta, he will be the #1 sub DPS in Ultimate teams. He will have very great synergy with Recollator and with the new Centurion Euphoria update as well. And yeah, that's really all about there is to say. His damage is really high, he's absurdly good, he will become meta, and he will join the Ultimate archetype as their sub DPS character. You can play him together with Recollator, you can with Recollator and Melania, or you can play him together with Centurion and what's she called? Muldia, you know. So either you put him with Recollator and Melania, you play him with Centurion and Muldia, you play him with Centurion and Melania, you know. You play him in the Ultimate archetype team in the sub DPS, and that's how he will become meta. Now Centurion is a little bit of a different beast here, because when beast afflatus, beast no pun intended. When I was first talking about this Euphoria update, I underestimated it a little bit, and all I thought it's gonna be is, yeah, she is obviously, right, and you don't have to be a genius to figure that out, the best DPS character in the Beast Afflatus category, and I thought that's gonna be her big strength. No, that is underestimating her, because she will become one of the best main DPS characters in the game, and yeah, she already has the team that you can build around her. You can play her with Moldir, you can play her with Melania, you can snap in Gaton as the sub DPS there, and she's already doing fantastic, and her damage is absolutely out of control, especially after you have activated her ultimate and she doesn't lose the Moxie anymore that you would need to. You see, let me explain this. So her incantations, not only do they profit from ultimate might, they deal damage based on how much Moxie you have. And when you activate your ultimate, you don't lose any Moxie anymore. You know, her incantations, they deal damage based on how much Moxie you have, and they consume a little bit of Moxie to deal even more damage. And when you activate her ultimate, you don't lose any Moxie anymore, so you would stack up on a whole bunch of Moxie, and your incantations would deal like tremendous amount of damage. You can stack Moxie up upon Moxie, you know. She has more Moxie than just 5. I don't know if it's 10 or something, but she can gain a whole bunch of Moxie, not only 5. So you can stack up upon this Moxie by using your ultimate, and then keep using your incantations that deal damage based on how much Moxie you have, and you don't consume any Moxie with these incantations anymore either. So her damage goes completely out of control, and this will be a main DPS. Like, she would join the meta as a viable, super strong main DPS character, and this goes further than her just being this best Beast Afflatus character in the game. So yeah, definitely, if in version 3.0, if this drops, get your hands on Centurion and get her Euphoria update. She's gonna be absolutely nuts. Okay, that's about it for the Euphoria updates. I wanna talk to you about 2 more things though, because look at this. The Reveries in the Rain, they will expand it to 450 meta. And as you can see here on your screen, from this point and onwards, you will need 4 instead of just 3 teams, okay? That is very, very important. But don't worry too much about it. Like, first of all, of course, you don't have to clear this day 1, you know, you don't have to sweat about this right away. You will get access to, yeah, many more characters from the Ripples on the Water banner, and more characters release, and until we hit this point, you will have expanded your roster anyways, and you're probably gonna create a 4th team without much of an issue anyways. Additionally, they now allow you to borrow a character, to rent a character that from one of your friends that has this Euphoria update unlocked. So whatever you might need to build a 4th team, you will get access to it. If you need a healer, for example, you can grab Medicine Pocket or Ezra from one of your friends. If you need a main DPS, you can grab a Lucy from one of your friends. All of these characters, they will have their Euphoria update unlocked. Maybe you miss a character for the impromptu lineup, boom, you can grab yourself Regulus, you know, and that kind of Voyager, whatever your friends have available. So there's that. So you need 3 teams plus 3 characters, and the 4th character you can then borrow and or rent from one of your friends. And but yeah, keep in mind, the characters that you can rent, they have to have the Euphoria update unlocked. So yeah, no one else. And that's gonna be about it, guys. I hope that was fun and informative. If you like Reverse1999 content in general, please consider leaving a follow on my channel. I would really appreciate that. But until next time, take care of yourselves, have a great day, and we love this game.